It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and the focus is on Patrick Queen, who had a great game last week with 9 tackles and multiple sacks. It's the Jags and the Colts on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Olsen. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On 1st and 10, Olsen. Touchdown! Christian Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was 1 drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Anderson. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen finds his receiver, Watson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Off the bootleg. Olsen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Off the play fake. Olsen. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's got Gibson on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Try to get that one to Chris Olave. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. You look at this Colt defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Anderson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A toss out right to Gibbs. Nifty move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. And that's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Anderson on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Olsen, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Off play action. Olsen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Up the middle they go. It's Parker. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the bootleg, Olsen. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Parker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Olsen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit. Found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. To throw is Anderson. Off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jameer Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jameer Gibbs.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things?
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Anderson to throw on second down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, Anderson. He gets it to Johnston. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the play fake. Anderson. He's got another one to Johnston. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
They'll look to throw again. Thomas brings it in. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Anderson throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Anderson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Olsen. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down. Olsen. The pass caught by Olave. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
Well, we'll
From
move
there,
right
we're
through
up
the
to check
break
out
then,
another
skipping
game.
halftime
And
and
you
back
can
to the
see
field
they
for
are
the start of the
scoreless. They
second
play in the
half.
second quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Anderson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now Anderson throwing on first down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Off play action. Anderson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. 11 yards there, just like last play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Anderson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Anderson now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Gibbs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Anderson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Olsen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Back to the air on second down. Olsen throwing left side, and Watson has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Parker, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker, 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
This is taken at the 15. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Anderson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. looking to throw. Anderson. That is caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Here's Anderson to throw on 2nd down. And they'll get this down to the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. That time a 9-play drive, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 1st down, Olsen, Olave over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Olsen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Anderson. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Anderson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 13 yards out.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Olave hauls it in.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That'll be caught by Parker.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Anderson trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
On 1st and 10, Olsen. That one complete to Parker. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Olsen. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Olsen. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Olsen.
To the right side, he's got Parker.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw on second down. Olsen.
That is caught by Laporta.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw again.
He completes it to Olave.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Indianapolis, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be